No, but here, hey, wouldn't it be better to scrape it there to put it exactly at the level it was?
Because this slopes down this way, right? It's fine just like it is. You can see it has a slope. Yeah, you can see it has a slope, but it's almost flat now. And you can tell it slopes to the right. No, well, what we can do here is that, here's what I was measuring. Here it has 28, 18. So from here up there, it's going to go up a maximum of 3 steps. So it's going to go up 1, 2, 3. So if it's going to go up 3 steps, that's 28.
So over here we have a little bit of a situation because the guys were gonna put all these drainage crates all around. I ordered them and I brought them over here, and it was those days where it started to rain and we had the cold front coming in, so that was Wednesday. From Wednesday on, so there was nobody here and we had some rain during the weekend. So the problem is that we put those boxes with all these crates somewhere over here, and then somebody just apparently, no, not apparently, definitely somebody drove up. They drove in, they back up, or turn around, I don't know, and they stole them. I was amazed that we haven't have other stuff stolen, because we have uh, the pump for the water feature is right here. So all these, what it is coffee grounds. So the homeowner got this from Starbucks. If you don't know, they give you those for free. So we're gonna add those where we have plants and shrubs going in, like these planters right here. That way it gives a lot of nutrients to the plants. But yeah, so right now the guys doing this, they were gonna try to fix all these crates to leave enough room for the granite over here. So because of this guy stealing all this stuff, what's gonna happen is now the granite guys are gonna come in first. They're gonna do their granite work. Really, ideally, what I want to do is I want to do a test run where I want to put the pump in there, plumb it, and then have it running for a little while, so that way we get at least some test on the system. So I'm gonna try to see if that can happen before putting the granite. Then what we're gonna do is the granite is gonna come up like 8 inches past this, so we can have a layer of rocks, and then the water is just gonna spill over. And what we're gonna do is we have the basecrete, and the basecrete comes in 3 colors. Comes in white, comes in gray, which is this is the gray, and then it also comes in black. So we're gonna use the black for the interior, and then we're gonna use the basecrete to come up all the way to the edge of the granite, because we're gonna use black leather granite over here. That way we have waterproof membrane all the way up and then down. So all this is basecrete, this waterproof. We're still gonna do another coat. Everything is waterproof now. That way, whenever we're having the water going, you're not gonna have any leaks, especially if you have leaks where you don't know and the water is just seeping into the ground, and then you constantly have to fill in the water feature. This is going to be a costly leak. It could be a slow leak. Before you realize, you have a few dollars extra a month. Luckily for us, they have a Ring camera right there, so I'm gonna show a video of the guy who stole that stuff. So, man, can't do much about it, but So over here the guys are working on the steps. We have these retaining blocks is going to be the best option. So we're going to do retaining walls, and then we're going to put a slab of limestone on top of it. Those slabs are pretty heavy, so you can see here kind of like with that piece of travertine that they put over there. I'm going to show how it's going to end up looking on the other side, but we're going to do this staircase and then another one to the other wall and another one to the other wall, so it's gonna look pretty good. And then we're gonna do the fence on top of it. This other side is pretty much already done. I have the guys doing the railing. They already getting materials and whatnot for the railing over here, for this railing on the outside of this staircase, like that. So this is what we got over here. We got these slabs of limestone. I think each one is 5 feet long for 26 inches wide. So in between here we're gonna put landscaping fabric, and we're gonna put some of that wide crushed limestone gravel that we have, so we don't see any of this fill. And then the same over here, we're gonna just fill it up, and then this is the landscaping fabric that we use. And here are the other steps that the guys already have. So we have the same blocks underneath. And then so these caps are they're glued to the block with a construction adhesive, so we're using it on these slabs on top of these the blocks. So the plan here is the same limestone slabs. We're gonna do a 45 or a diamond pattern. You can see how the guys painted it. So we're gonna do a type of patio looking like, so the slabs are gonna go this way and like that and like that, and then from here we're gonna have a path going up to the driveway. So we have, I think we're like 45 of these coming in tomorrow, so hopefully they'll get here on time. The guys already painted this wall. Oh, they left this hoodie over here. I'm gonna move it so it doesn't get caught. It doesn't get caught by the fan in there from the AC unit. Here we're gonna use that wide crushed limestone on the left side. This one is gonna be to the left of this pathway, but on the right side we're gonna use the black shadow rock. And here, yeah, so here you can see where the path comes in, and here we're probably gonna have two pieces, and then it's gonna go that way, and then it's gonna go right here to the driveway. So the idea is to have an access point down there from the driveway, so if you pull up here you just go down that way. The idea is to have this piece of granite, it's a black granite, buried halfway, or not halfway, but a few inches into the ground with some concrete footing. So what I did is I got these two numbers. That's a sample for the homeowners to look at them. Initially, the one on the right looked good. It looked like a nice design that is, you know, not your ordinary number, but I think that's the important thing about doing something like this. Once we put it on the granite piece and we step back, the whole point of having an address number is for people to find your house, right? And it seems like the number on the right only looks good from up close. It's gonna be pretty hard to see if you're driving up. Like right now I have the sun right in front of me, so if I'm driving over here it's gonna be pretty hard to see the numbers on the house. So what I did for them to decide or to have a better looked at it, I just gave them the two options, you know, gave them the two options, and if they want to go to the one on the left, then we can do that one. But if they want to go to with the one on the right, they can anticipate the way it's going to look when everything is done. The plate, it's not going to be all the way back there. It's going to be somewhere halfway in the middle on this area over here, so at least they get a good view of what's going to be the end result of it. What we're going to do on these bobblers,
Yeah.
we're going to put I forgot the name of it, and it's just, you cut the pipes flush, and it's like an eyeball that you just like pop in there.
Yeah.
And it has like a 6-inch silicone. It's like a silicone snorkel.
So it goes straight up and doesn't.
Yeah, and also since it narrows it, increase the pressure. So you have 3 and those 2 over there, 4.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So you're gonna have 5 of those bobblers and then the spill over here. So if you're sitting over here down there, you're gonna have a lot of water noise. Yeah.
Is it the ones with the lights on?
Yeah. Well, that's what we did on the other house.
The other house?
Mm-hmm. The problem with those is on the J boxes.
Yeah.
So because you have the can where you have the wire in there, it's never gonna be 100% waterproof.
Yeah.
So when you turn up the bobblers,
It's got.
since it has a narrow, like it's not a full opening, so the pressure builds up in there and sends some water to the J box. That's the reason why we have that.
So it's got to be above.
Yeah.
Above the water line, basically.
Do you have any cleaner before the sealer, like a haze cleaner?
No, I didn't get a base. I wanted to do maybe on the tile, but that.
So for over here where Mark is working, we have marble coping. So this is a sealer. Marble and travertine has to be sealed whenever it's outdoors. So this is a sealer that we use. It's from the brand Laticrete. Our thin set, our epoxy grout for the tile, sand grout for the coping. All that is Laticrete brand. One of the best brands out there, but you gotta use the right product for each application. So this one, we see here that is good for marble. We have 1 gallon that is good for 900 square feet. It says right here. And if you look over here where it says expected wear, it says up to 5 years on interior surfaces and 3 years on exterior surfaces. And it says here for best results, reapply annually. Now, this is 1 gallon, so this should be enough to do 2 coats. It should be more than enough. You can do more. This is the reason why you got to use the right products. There's a lot of sealers out there. The 1 gallon is like 40, 50, 60, 80 bucks. But this is what ultimately is your warranty for the stone. You can see here it's also for grout. Look at it also has an antimicrobial protection to reduce the growth of bacteria, mold, and mildew. So that's the reason why I keep bringing this up on the prices. When a contractor gives you a higher price for your swimming pool build, I'm not gonna say this is bringing all that price up, but with the waterproof that we do and now the sealer, this 1 gallon is almost 200 bucks. So $200 for this. I'd rather to spend the money right now and invest it in a good quality product and having it apply than go cheap and then have a call within 5 or 6 months of the use of the swimming pool for the customers to tell me that we have stone that is flaking off, fading, staining, or whatever. You know, it's one of those things where I'd rather to have a good investment. This is my warranty. This is what it enforces the warranty. You can see here it's good for granite, like if you're doing an outdoor kitchen, marble, slate, travertine, limestone, and grout. So, you know, to me, I mean, that's the reason why the name of it is bulletproof. You cannot go wrong with this.
Nah, that's just I don't know about this one. I'm gonna see how it comes out right now because it's fucking.
The chips.
Yeah, chip. Look at this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can. Because I gotta cut. Yeah, I gotta cut a section out of it. You know what I mean? So that there can be it can go around there. So I'm gonna see if we can get rid of it basically, or how much.
And the stone is as thick as this, like from here.
Yep.
Like it won't be on your way.
Yeah. The only thing I will have to do a little area where that
has to recess in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I was cutting it right at the end, man. So we got this little side piece that's gonna be kind of exposed to it.
I got Danny coming over here and he corrected it. So we got this type of, it looks like the exhaust of a Honda Civic, 1999 Honda Civic. So he did this. Still not 100% sold on it, but it looks a lot better. The problem here is when we were gonna do the gunite, I told him you need to cover all this area, otherwise the gunite is just gonna go back and it's gonna grab all the pipes. So he didn't listen to me when he initially left all this, the pipes coming out of the shell. So sure enough, when the guys came over here and did the gunite, all this just went into the pipes, and right now it's just really a hassle. You can see how much he's been chipping and breaking on the concrete just to get the pipes so he can connect them right. And I asked him to change some of the pipes because it looks like they were pretty old. I guess he had them somewhere just laying around, and they get brittle with the sun, like this one right here. You can see how that is damaged from the sunlight hitting on it for a long period of time. So that's gonna be a failure for sure in a short amount of time. So I want to see, once he finished that, we're gonna do a pressure test so he can actually assure that there is no leaks in here. We have Pedro working on the footing for the wall that is gonna be here. So then the rest of the guys will come back. Adrian and the other guys, they're gonna be back over here, hopefully at the end of this week, if not next week. And we're also gonna have the coping, and we're also gonna have the tile here so they can start working on that, prepping it for Mark. So Mark can work on that, and what the guys are gonna do, they're gonna be working on the concrete deck, all the whatever we need to do, conduit, slides, whatever, drainage, all that kind of stuff. So the guys are gonna be working on that, and Mark is gonna be working on the tile and coping. Also, Mark is gonna do the fire pit insert right here, right there. So he's gonna build it up with cinder blocks, and then he's going to put the water shears in there, because he knows how to do all that. So I'd rather to stick with him working on the pool items, and then Adrian and the rest of the guys can work on the outer of the pool. So Okay, so the guy's already getting all these connections to the main drain. We have these gutters going in there into our main 6-inch pipe. Over here we have another one, but the homeowner is going to have to call the gutter people so that way they can extend or put an extension right there so he can make it here. So basically our concrete deck is going to come over here and it's going to actually be right here. So this is going to be our top of the concrete deck, so later on we can just slide these ones up. You know, you really typically don't want to see them, but over here it's not a big deal. They're gonna be up against the house and it's only this one.